This tweet happened like the day of or the day after her debut. And I didn't pay much attention to it because I was like, it didn't have that many views back then. It had like 200 likes or 300 likes. And this kind of attitude, seriously, just party poopers. Party poopers. This guy says, I'll be honest, guys. It feels weird having merch drop during a debut stream. I can't fault Nimi for wanting to earn money, but it just seems very early to do this. I don't know. It kind of rubs me the wrong way, and I'm not sure why, lol. The merch is super cute though. I think I've spoken on this sentiment already. There's a lot of people that'll shame you for monetizing your content. It's kind of like this indie artist circle mentality where it's like, it kind of makes you feel like you are not doing this out of the passion of your heart. You know, you're not doing this out of passion because you're monetizing your content. That's the first part of this. The second argument with that, making debut merch on a debut stream, if you have zero audience, would kind of be crazy because you're just not, it's not because, oh, it's bad that you're monetizing your content. It's just, you're not gonna sell anything because you don't have an audience. But Nimi is already an indie VTuber. She's been operating for many years, and this is a re-debut. That's one side of it. Secondly, I mean, she was Fauna, so she already has an audience, and she's re-debuting again. So that's already three arguments that I can just think of off the top of my head that makes this sentence completely unhinged. When I first read this, I was like, oh, okay, this is rage bait. I thought it was rage bait. I just thought it's very low IQ. It's very common that there is merch during a debut, especially a re-debut or a new outfit debut or anything. 92k peak CCV is unbelievable. He has threatened to copyright people that talk about his channel. That's crazy. Anyway, this guy finally started getting dunked on by the entire VTuber community, and this tweet in particular has racked up tons of views since then. But the worst part is 5 hours ago, he doubled down. He says, I'll be honest, guys. He also closed the replies. I'll be honest, guys. I feel like this was just about the most inoffensive way I could have phrased the above sentiment. I obviously don't mean any hate towards Nimi or streamers trying to earn a living. And I genuinely can't see how what I wrote could objectively come off like I did have malicious intentions. It was just the first time I had seen someone drop merch during debut, so it caught me off guard, that's all. It's my hope that one day in the VTuber community, people can post silly takes and provide constructive criticism of VTubers without being publicly shamed and harassed. Please don't DM me any more death threats, and please stop DMing me to tell me to KMS again and again. Thank you. Your Oshi would be disappointed by that kind of behavior. I mean, he's right about that part. Just make sure you keep an open mind to different reasonable opinions. It's not a reasonable opinion. Thank you guys, and sorry, you're just ignorant. Just say you messed up. He doesn't even admit that his take was bad. Just say you were ignorant. That's it. It's kind of like that one guy that was upset because this one indie VTuber, she was doing a debut or an event and she was doing paid watch-alongs. So there's always the little, that's how I call them, the little negative Andes coming out of the woodworks, having to criticize things, so we can't have nice things, okay? The little naggy Andes. The little naggy Andes. Pippa here replied, this is standard practice for re-debuts 2.0's, etc. Nimi is a re-debut of an indie VTuber, though I don't think doing merch drop day one is weird, regardless of re-debut or regular debut. He also clipped her? Yeah, he'll monetize her, but she doesn't get to monetize herself. That's crazy. He clipped her? There's more though. There's more. Just to show you the hypocrisy of that guy. Oi, you. Yeah, you. Hi. If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video. Centralia, who usually never weighs in on things like that, she says, I mean, she is her own entity and has her own freedom to do whatever she wants. I think this is one of the weirdest things to have a take on, and try to make them feel bad about wanting to do stuff she wants to do. May want to take this down. dude, you know you've done goofies and Try is calling you out. So Crony here QRT this post saying plushies are almost never released for profit. They are the highest risk, lowest reward merch in the VTubing world. If an indie VTuber releases one, it's likely cost them a fortune. VTuber do it so us, the fans, have something special to remember them by. Actually, the post in question got community noted, saying it's not an usual practice to release merch on debut. In fact, several VTubers do this, and this clipper harassed Amelia Watson for content as it follows. Basically, this guy is a notorious Hololive clipper. He's been in the community for a while. He's been in numerous controversies. There's like a lot of videos made on him, even on his wiki page. All of that is cataloged. He's made, there's Hololive clips. They published a Google Doc detailing all the heinous things Kami has done. He slandered Takanashi Kiara. Kiara herself called him out. And so in the screenshot here, just for context so you can understand it, Amelia Watson tweets, "I'm gonna cry." And he's like, "Cry on stream if you're gonna cry." Basically saying, cry on stream if you're gonna do something so I can clip it. So it's crazy that he's monetizing other people's content, but he does. That's fine. That's okay. If it's transformative, it's fine. But then he's criticizing them for monetizing their own content. That's hypocrisy. Here, he's showcasing he's complaining about the VTuber community, and he's showcasing somebody sending him a death threat, tweeting, "The VTuber community is great and welcoming place and encourages respectful discussion from all sides. Example A, being told to kill yourself by a fellow Doobie fan. I'm all for having opinions, but I think this is going too far. I've received several of these DMs over the last few days. I don't know why." Do you really not know why? I mean, I don't think death threats are okay, and they're never okay. I don't think you should go as far as to DM somebody, but the dude, I mean, you're rage baiting. And while it doesn't really affect me, I think it's kind of sad, TBH. What would their parent think about this? It's awful to see this as a first reaction to any kind of discussion. You can disagree with streamers and content creators and still be respectful, guys. It's not hard. And the most egregious thing is that, like, just to show you how much of a hypocrite this guy is, he also has his own merch. He's a clipper. He's a clipper. All he does is clip other VTubers and makes money off of that. And he has his own merch. Insanity. That's why I think it's rage bait. Just the way he's acting, his response and everything, it's gotta be bait. So like I said, basically this guy, he has a lot of videos made on him. What happened to Hololive's most hated clipper? It's a 3-minute video. We can check it out later. But basically, 3 years ago, he was in a lot of drama because he was farming clips. And I think the biggest criticism is that he was clickbaiting. But let me just explain to you guys the real meaning of clickbait. Clickbait is a word now that's been like diluted down. Everybody calls everything clickbait. They'll call my videos clickbait. When they say, for example, that my videos are clickbait, it just means that they attract clicks, for example, or that they're over the top. Real clickbait is when you say something on your thumbnail, when you advertise something on your thumbnail that is not inside the video. For example, Gura is pregnant, soy face, oh my god, pog face, and then it's not true. Things like that. This is another issue that Nimi addresses in her video. This is real clickbait. This is real clickbait. And it used to be an issue in the Hololive community, and I thought it got better, but apparently not. So, you know, this clipper was already being called out because he was just like spamming clips. Kuren Rinchi has the story from the start. A VTuber clipper gets criticized for posting Hololive clips out of context, even prompting Kiara to comment on one of his videos to clarify what transpired in a series of events that involved other Holo EN members. So this clip is called Mume and Ame accidentally told Kiara about their off collab. Seems there's a lot more to this than I thought. True, people get mad at the clippers even though the comment have a bad interpretation from the video. Listen dude, this is not the first time you've done this. Include the entire context. The story was not a minute long. If Kiara herself has come here to explain things, you should know you messed up. It's the same issue every time. I have no idea how you don't get this already. Kiara's comment was directed at this clip being out of context and leaving out more stuff than she had said, and it makes her look like she was was angry at them for not inviting her for the collab, and in reality she was happy for them. Wait, he re-uploaded? Why are you ignoring Kiara's comment? This clown has the audacity to re-upload this shit and ignore Kiara. So this is the Kiara comment. Hey, yeah, before this goes out of hand again, a lot of the people are taking this out of context, exaggerating something unnecessarily. A lot of people ask me about the off collab on Twitter and in the live chat, so I gave my thought on it, but I'm not complaining and I'm not angry at anyone either. I'm really glad they got to meet, and I'm looking forward to the rest of us getting the chance to one day. Of course, there's some lonely feelings involved when I'm sitting in Europe alone. I just wish I could be there, but that does not mean I'm angry at anyone for organizing this. No one is at fault and there's no need for so much negativity, alright? Oh, he clipped Nimi while still live. Didn't even wait for her to finish the stream. This is some other thumbnails that people didn't like. He clipped a lot of Kiara, and he really likes that image. Kiara's salt-filled story about a former IRL job, Kiara's fury rant about not using the JP servers. And then he ended up coming out to address some of the criticism against him in a tweet longer. I want to read this because I want to see if he has the same attitude he has responding to the drama he's in right now. Okay, please read everything. Hey everyone, I just wanted to apologize for some of the things that have been going on regarding this channel. People have been saying I take moments out of context or use clickbait. I've received a lot of weirdly personal insults, so I figured it was time to tell you my side of the story. 1. I don't take moments out of context. Just like with any serious clip, I would invite you to watch the OG stream to confirm I included all necessary context. I watched the full conversation and what I have clipped to ensure I include everything that is necessary. Once I have finished making the clip, I watch it to see if I understand what the streamer is talking about. If I do, then I upload it. If I don't, I go hunting for more context and include that in my clip. 2. I don't clickbait. My titles, often overly long titles, are a description of what the video is about and a description of what happened in the video. The recent Kiara clip, Mume and Ame accidentally told Kiara about their off collab, seemed to attract a fair amount of vitriol. Breaking this title down step by step, Kiara mentioned she's talking with Mume and Ame. Kiara mentioned she found out about the off collab, initially from Mume being very vague about the topic. I understand that later on in the clip this was cleared up, but it doesn't change the fact that the initial reveal was coincidental and accidental in nature. The Kiara clip. I thought this was a funny moment about a really cool off collab, and because I know not a lot of people, as per the VOD views, have watched the OG stream by the time I came to clip it, I figured I'd show it off to you guys. I'm not really sure why some viewers took this completely the wrong way, and I would have thought, given that Kiara was audibly laughing throughout the clip, that everyone would have understood that this was a funny, lighthearted moment. You have my apologies if this, for whatever reason, was lost in translation. After watching the clip again, I'm still struggling to understand why it provoked the reaction it did. I generally don't see where any sort of negativity comes from in the clip. However, I know everyone has their own opinion and their own lens in which they view the world, so I get that. Obviously, people can perceive things differently to me. 4. Regarding my other serious clips, those clips are way to show off moments other clippers don't touch, i.e. because it's not yabe/bottom left moment. Those clips always have the necessary context included. I like those clips because in them the streamer isn't necessarily still playing a character, they're actually providing a real and grounded interaction with their audience. If you don't like those clips, that's okay. I have literally 700 very different clips for you to watch. I've previously got a lot of positive comments on those serious clips stemming from commenters enjoying the level of transparency and honesty those clips provided. I haven't watched any of those clips, so I can't really comment on that. I understand that you guys really like Hololive, and I really like it too, but it's important to realize that the streamers are allowed to have moments where they can act in a way that's more human than in character. This can be a difficult pill to swallow, especially if you do want to maintain that fourth wall, and all you want to see is the character. If you don't like these moments, I certainly will never force you to watch them. I don't know, is this even a real criticism? Like, I feel like he's doing the thing where he's addressing something that no one's criticized him for. He's addressing like the easy stuff you can refute instead of tackling the real accusations. Even so, I don't like to completely ignore these moments with which I like to present them to you. You have my word that all of these clips I always have and always will have full context. I once again apologize Yada yada yada. I hope that upon reading this, you now have the necessary information to make up your mind about this matter. Whether you agree with me or not, and I would ask that you don't allow others to make your decisions for you. I know some channels have put out videos regarding this matter, and while I really appreciate their opinion, it's clear that a significant portion of these channels have not watched many of my clips, nor have they watched many of the original streams. And this dude is doubling down. Take your time to read this and watch my clips and their OG streams to make an unbiased informed decision. At the end of the day, that's really all I can ask for. The Google Doc detailing all the heinous things Kami had done, which included uploading a full stream and claiming it was a clip, clipping a stream that was ongoing. Oh, so he's done that several times. Promoting his own memberships by saying they were cheaper than Hololives and copyright striking channels that re-uploaded his videos, despite the fact that he himself had no real copyright claims on the videos, since they were not his videos anyway. What? TLDR, completely ignore Kiara's comments on this video, instead prioritize people who were his members and acted as if nothing happened. Had the audacity to open up a YouTube membership to advertise it as cheaper than Hololive's membership. Tried to hire people to make clips for him, thus turning his channel into a business venture explicitly against Cover TOS. Uploaded a clip of Iris' debut while it was still ongoing. So he did the same thing with Nimi, because he uploaded a clip while her debut was ongoing. Despite clippers being told not to, as it messes with YouTube's content ID algorithm. I'm a clip enjoyer, but the clipping ecosystem has gotten crazy competitive and fast. Yeah, I'm also a clip enjoyer, and clippers really help creators like me find nice moments to feature in our video. Like most of my videos, I wouldn't be able to do them without the help of clippers. And especially even more so when they're clipping foreign VTubers and translating their content. That is like, God bless you. However, it has gotten out of control, and I'm not too sure what the solutions to that is. And that's a big discussion that we can touch on when we get to the Nimi segment, because it ties closely with this. Wanted Kiara to hire him to be her editor because she was getting a lack of views, and apparently he's so awesome and amazing that he can fix that. Encourage people to watch his clips instead of Ami's channel because this was shorter and would be better than watching Ami's actual stream. In response to Ami's tweet saying, "I'm gonna cry," he responded with, "Cry on stream if you're gonna cry, Lamau." Uploaded Fauna's full unarchived stream, 1 hour long clip. Here's the entirety of Fauna's unarchived ASMR Kalimba stream. Are you even allowed to upload unarchived stuff? People upload unarchived karaokes? Really? I don't think you're allowed to do that. I remember there was some drama with Roka Ruren. Somebody was uploading her unarchived stuff. Kiara wonders why viewers are leaving her, in brackets, serious. Want Kiara to hire him as an editor as a solution to her lack of views. 287,000 views. Kiara responds to the clip that caused fans to worry about her. I'm going down a rabbit hole.
Oh wow. And that's very sweet and all. I appreciate it, but I literally only replied to a super chat, and now everyone's like so worried about me. There's no need to be so worried about me. I'm all good. I'm okay. No, the clipper is not at fault. The clipper also clips other things of me, not only like sad moments. Although that does seem to be a popular choice of moments that people like to clip of me, where I say some sad things. But most of the time, it's just me replying to super chatters. It's not like I constantly bring up these sad topics on my own. But no, I'm not mad at the clipper at all. It's just I was kind of like, after getting so many replies yesterday, that like everyone's like almost babying me. I even got some replies from people that are like, "You're still doing great and all that. You're doing great." Who don't even follow me, so I'm like, yeah, you're trying to be supportive here, writing me this nice message.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if that guy's super arrogant or he just has zero social skills, because there are some people like that. Encouraging people not to watch Ame's original stream because this was shorter. If you don't feel like sitting through 17 hours of Ame, how about sitting through 2.5 hours of Ame instead? He pinned a comment on this saying, for anyone saying this is taken out of context, I invite you to watch the original stream. Okay, whatever, mucho texto. We've seen this. Started membership and promotes his membership by saying, and if anything is cheaper than membership to Hololive channels, Lamau. For literally $1 you can have access to early clips, behind the scenes, screenshots of clips and shoutouts at the end of every single clip I make. It's an easy way of supporting me if you enjoy the stuff I upload, and if anything, it's cheaper than memberships to Hololive channels. Clickbait serious, which he deleted his comments on it, calling it a joke. The title is a joke, the title is a joke. Kiara said it herself the first second of the clip. Kiara rants about YouTube polls, okay. This one is a bit of a gray area, but he copy strikes a channel, re-upload his video. The problem is, does he actually own the content of the clip he is editing and not Cover, who owns the stream he takes from? What he does with the clip is not transformative, which I would argue he does not own clips he make. Hi partner, it was just brought to my attention that someone has been re-uploading my vids to another channel using my former channel name. I've submitted takedown requests as a result of this info. If you see any other imposters, please DM me about it on Twitter. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that one. Is it transformative, his clips? I mean, re-uploading somebody else's content is bad too. That's also an issue, and it happens on TikTok and stuff. That's like stealing content too. Hiring clippers so he can pump out more videos for money while lifting himself up a pedestal for how much more he is paying people to clip for him. What is AU? As for compensation, I was going to pay a fixed $15 per clip. Freelance sites seem to start at $7 per video, so I'm paying more to get the community involved essentially. Also, please note that anything you produce, which I then upload and or pay you for, belongs to me, the channel owner. If I don't decide to upload a produced clip, you will not be paid for it. I mean, it's just, I don't know if I care about this. Like, I guess he can outsource people, but I think it's this combined with all the other stuff that he's been doing that's distasteful, that makes it seem like, and I think it's because also I just watched the Nimi video where it feels more like he's doing this like as a business venture instead of doing this because he's a Hololive fan. Okay, we've seen this. He ignores Kiara's comment but instead comment on someone who bought his membership. Howdy, address the Kiara issue. Also, is it not against Hololive TOS to have membership as a clipper? I think you get to have memberships open. They just don't want you to build a freaking empire. For example, like you could make merch of Hololive if it's like, you know, you make them at home and you're selling small amounts, but if you're making like Nendoroids of Hololive and you got like this huge company involved and you're selling like hundreds of thousands of things, then that's a legitimate business. That's not fan anymore. Yeah, what point does he take it too far? Oh, so he privated the clip and then he unprivated, only to double down on his take and still does not acknowledge Kiara's comment or concern. He says the same thing as in his video where he's like, in his tweet where he's like, please stop sending me hateful messages. Okay, I don't care about this anymore. I think we got enough context.